Only 3 people in the history of men's college basketball could say that they won National Player of the Year as a freshman. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, and Zion Williamson. Yeah, nice list. Today, Duke is in action against Notre Dame. Duke wins 86-78. Cooper Flagg, 42 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal. He had 42 points on 11 of 14 from the floor. Terrence Oglesby, put in perspective what we are watching right now.
Well, I also want to keep this. Notre Dame's not great this year, and that's a program that's on the rise. It's just going to take a second. But I was so freaking impressed by how he was able to score in so many different ways. He started out the game, couple left corner threes, catch and shoot, didn't matter. He was going to figure it out. We already know what he can do when he attacks a basket. Thunderous dunks. Second half, they tried to go a little bit smaller on him. What did he do? Put his back to the basket and was able to back his defenders in and find ways to score. Oh, you have to switch again? Let's go ahead and put a bigger player out there on him. I'm going to pull him out away on the perimeter, and then I'm going to drive right past him. I don't know how you guard him. I think people forget because he is a little bit lean that, like, dude's every bit of 6'9", and he runs so graceful and he gets to spots. And one thing I noticed today that I hadn't necessarily noticed, I've noticed it, but it just really stood out today. Changing levels for him is so easy. And what I mean by that is if he has somebody on him and he's playing in the post and he's playing straight up, he dips his shoulders underneath the defense's shoulders and he's able to get by. He gets down low so quickly and he's still able to cover ground so quickly. He just is able to control everything the defense does. And man, it's amazing how many different ways he was able to score today. And he got 16 for 17 from the free throw line. I don't know what you do. And here's the thing, guys. He's probably the most willing passer on the roster. And he still ends up with 42 on 14 shots. It's insane. And you said bar none, but a player of the year. I think if they voted today, I think there'd be a handful of voters that would lean Cooper Flagg's direction just because of that type of performance.
That's true.
Absolutely mind-boggling.
Okay, who would win it, though?
And right now, Janai Broome would probably win it. I think if you polled all the media members that vote, Janai Broome would get 75% of the votes. I think even if he played with the way that this thing is going and the frankly, the level of the ACC, I think that in a month that would probably be closer to 50-50 just because of the numbers he's going to put up. And the thing about it is we've talked before about Cooper Flagg on the show about how he's better than the numbers that he's putting up, and he's better than the highlights that we have seen. Because frankly, until the game against Pitt, there really weren't all that many highlights that he was he didn't have those explosive moments like the Sports Center top 10 play moments. He's had a couple of those in the last 2 games. He hasn't had the huge blow up games, 23 here, 22 there, solid numbers, but nothing's that's going to sit there and make you say, oh, Cooper Flagg did what? Well, he had 42 today, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. I think what makes him so good is the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score, and his stuff that's showing up in the box score now and the highlights that he's getting are things that are ridiculous. So, he's only going to get better from here. And I hope that this kind of quiets a little bit of the crowd that is starting to push like, yeah, you know what? He's not that good. I don't know if he's going to be the number 1 pick. I don't know if he's going to be this. Like, guys,
those people need to shut up. Those people need to shut up, Rob.
He's supposed to be a high school senior. He just turned 18 literally 3 weeks ago. He's supposed to be a high school senior, and he's doing all like it's. What are we talking about, man? The kid's ridiculous. No, I don't know what else you can say.
Okay, if you are out there and you are saying that he hasn't met your expectations, you're an idiot. Go to bed. I mean, honestly. And then listen to this video tomorrow morning when you wake up, have a warm glass of milk, and calm yourself down. This kid is absolutely extraordinary. He is absolutely the number 1 pick in the draft in June. Dylan Harper started to make a little bit of an ascendance and make that a bit of a race. If you are an NBA general manager, you cannot not take him number 1. He is, first off, we're not even talking about how he defends. This is all happening while he is taking on whatever the top defensive assignment is and just doing it. His wingspan's through the roof. His feel for the game is beyond its years. Now, offensively, and I'm not sure if John Shire said anything to him at a certain point, but the way that recently things have gone, it's a combo of he's 18 and he just turned 18. He is otherworldly. Now, somebody either got in his ear or he figured out the fact that, guess what, Cooper? You're not 2 or 3 on this Duke team. You're number 1, and nobody's going to be mad at you for playing that way. Keep the basketball and go, brother. His ability to attack the rim is second to nobody. You can't stop him. He's a freight train. His efficiency has gone up. It's gone up since high school. You scored 42 points as a freshman, and you did it on 14 shots. You get to the free throw line, you make free throws. Mm-hmm. Folks, what we are watching right now is absolutely historic. It's not just good. It's not just great. I think that he and Duke can win it all. It's not even the furthest thing from a hot take. Like, folks, John Shire and Duke can win their first national championship since 2015. And if that happens, honestly, I'm disappointed in the media machine. Not us. We've been talking about him all year. I think there's a lot of people missing right now. This kid's the best thing happening in the sport. He's a freshman. He had 42 today. I don't care if it was against the school for the blind. He didn't against Catholics. What he just did against Notre Dame was utterly insane. Get on this train. If you're not on it at this point, never come on it, because I think he's phenomenal. Is he like this hateable Duke player? No, he's not heavily emotional on that front. Like, he's not. But he's a damn great player, Rob. He's a damn great player. He's better than that, and he can win. I would pick him right now to win National Player of the Year. He's going to win Freshman of the Year, and that's only been done 3 other times in sports history. And the last time it was done, Rob Doster, we were talking about Zion every morning. Start talking about Cooper Flagg's greatness every morning. It's almost like because he made a damn mistake in the Champions Classic that people toned it down and thought he's not as good as we thought. He was 17 then. Give the kid a break.
Yeah, well, I'll say this too. T.O.'s been on this bandwagon since I think you probably said this the first day of the season, that by the time we get to February, Duke's going to be the best team in college basketball. Well, T.O., I got a spoiler alert here for you, man. We're in the middle of January right now, and no matter what you look at, whether it's KenPom, whether it's Torvik, whatever the metrics are, like, the difference between Duke and Auburn is really not all that much right now in those metrics. And what Duke can do defensively, like, we're talking about injuries. Hopefully what happened with Malik Brown and his knee is not serious. Shire he seemed a little concerned about it afterwards, but Malik Brown's ability to allow Duke to switch everything 1 through 5, when you have 6'5" Tyrese Proctor, and you have 6'7" Con Knipple, and you have 6'9" Cooper Flagg, and 6'9" Malik Brown, and 6'6" Zion James, who looks like he's built like a wrestler. When they can switch everything with that lineup, the athleticism they have, and the defensive playmaking they have, like, they're scary, man. They're really, really damn good.
We've got a break, but what Cooper Flagg is doing, America, it is absolutely unbelievable. Up next, we continue around the Southeastern Conference.